I'm Kimberly Williams-Paisley.
And I'm Brad Paisley.
And this is our People Cover Shoot.
Smile, Brad. Excellent, excellent.
For the past year, country music star Brad Paisley and his wife, actress Kimberly Williams-Paisley, have had to put their careers on hold due to the pandemic. But they've been plenty busy raising their 2 young boys and running their passion project, a nonprofit free grocery store, which they named simply The Store.
Well, we're at The Store here in Nashville. This has been our dream that was about 5 years in the making, and we opened just over a year ago. This is a free referral-based grocery store for people facing food insecurity. They can come and shop with dignity and make choices for their family without getting a handout. Ideally, not in a pandemic. We've had to pivot due to the pandemic. So now we do deliveries, we do curbside, we do deliveries to homebound seniors, and we've delivered over 1.3 or almost 1.3 million meals in our first year.
Brad and Kimberly were inspired by another nonprofit, the Unity Shop, which has been serving Santa Barbara, California since 1987.
Well, when we discovered it, it was because you thought basically that our children needed to realize that there were people in need and that they needed to see, hunger. And it was around Thanksgiving as well. So it was a great lesson. And you called a friend and said, where should we take them out here? And they said, you need to go to Unity Shop. And as soon as we saw it, it was just like obvious to me that this was a model that needed to happen other places, and more specifically Nashville.
2012 was the year that we first went to Unity Shop. And I grew up with a mom that was very big in service. We used to deliver Meals on Wheels. We used to go to a food bank and we'd dole out peas and turkey to people, and on Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving, and I always sensed a little bit of resentment, and I don't think I fully understood more why until I got older and we went to Unity Shop, and Barbara Tellefson, who explained the program to us and just passed away unfortunately, but she explained what it is about Unity Shop, and that it's that people have that sense of dignity and choice, and it's different from getting a handout. And so it was transformative for us, bringing the kids in and letting them see that, letting them normalize and sort of erase the margins so there's no difference between you and me. We're all kind of in this community together. So that's what I loved about it, and my kids loved being there. They loved being a part of it and helping, and I just think that's really valuable. It's something I grew up with, and I wanted my kids to grow up with that too.
The other thing about it is I feel like it's a model that helps them get back on their feet. This is for people that are really trying to dig out. And in that sense, we took some of the lessons that Unity Shop was willing to pass along to us, and then, started down the path of trying to make this work.
The store opened on March 12, 2020, just days before the pandemic became widespread across the country.
The fact that we were able to open this the week before this hit is miraculous.
Yeah, the timing has felt very divine, and we also could not have done it without the Nashville community and also the larger community. I mean, the outpouring of support has been unbelievable. We've got an amazing staff. We have incredible volunteers. We've got a very active, involved board. So it's not just about us. We couldn't have done it. It was just us.
No, and people rise up and do this stuff that's needed. I mean, when we first started, when this all hit and they shut everything down, and then it was shut the doors, we'll have to figure out another way.
Yeah.
It was my record producer, a guy named Luke Wooten, that called me and said, are you guys delivering to the elderly? And I just said, well, it's not really our model. Our model was always going to be, low income. And he's like, look, these people shouldn't be shopping. He said, I have a studio full of interns. Let's figure this out. These folks, we got nothing to do. We had no sessions on the books for the next month. So the next thing you know, Luke's here and Courtney that runs the place, they've figured out a way to get this entire army of people delivering meals. And that's the thing. When you get a place like this going, you got to evolve. And we will eventually be what we intended, but we'll probably be more than that. Like, there'll be aspects of this that we didn't realize we were capable of. If you had said you'll do 1.2 or 3 million meals in your first year, We just said, no, that's not possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just said it's more like 300,000 if we're lucky. But when you have to, you find a way.
Yeah, and delivering these meals, it really is emotional when you pull up and they're waiting in the door, you know, and I think, what would they be doing if we weren't showing up today? I was just showing you the great donation we got.
The store is located on the campus of Brad's alma mater, Belmont University. The partnership allows student volunteers to learn the same life lessons that the Paisleys are sharing with their own children.
That's the hope of the Belmont involvement, that we're not just talking about our two children and teaching them about this lesson, that these kids that are going to school and privileged, and I think the median income at Belmont is really high. Like there's not a lot of hunger within Belmont. And so to teach those kids firsthand, look, you can go be in the music business, you can be a nurse, you can do the things you're gonna do that you're learning, and be a lawyer. They've got a great film school now. All those things, that's a great pursuit. You need to know this is happening in the world while you're becoming successful, so take that with you.
And the need is huge, you know, Feeding America estimates 42 million people are facing food insecurity and 13 million children. So 1 in 8 adults and 1 in 6 kids are facing food insecurity.
And I have since fielded, as have all of us, requests from other states, other schools, other friends in other cities saying, we want to do this. And so that's on our shoulders too, is the idea that this could become something that takes off if we do it right. And so we know we have to make this work.
Yeah, I think this is a big part of our legacy as a family, as a couple. And so I think it's of utmost importance.
Excellent, guys. Big smiles this time.
Brad and Kimberly had a lot to celebrate in March 2021. Besides the store's first full year of operation, the happy couple also marked their 18th wedding anniversary.
We've experienced so much in 18 years.
Yeah.
And
again, I figured out during the pandemic, I really like being around you.
yeah.
I wasn't sure about that till then, because I wasn't around enough.
We had a lot more family time, you know, family ping pong tournaments, family dodgeball tournaments. Having him home, it's been great. He's been very much more involved in like the day-to-day.
She says, having it home, it's been great.
It's been great.
There's a little bit of surprise, there's a little bit of, that's enough.
He cleans toilets.
I can do that.
He cleans toilets and never complains about that. He's even doing a lot more dishes, which I'm so grateful for.
I'm not grateful for that. I hate that.
We kind of look back every year and we always record the meaningful moments in the year as well as the best laughs. And I think that that's a big part of our relationship, is focusing on the laughter and keeping a sense of humor and a sense of play.
Our senses of humor are everything.
Yeah.
We really like the awkward moment. We're not afraid to laugh. You know, it's sometimes hard, but it's that old adage of, my favorite saying is, if you're gonna laugh about it later, you might as well start now. It's not always easy, but you're able to do that. And looking at you as a mom is unbelievable. She has to be a parent for 3 boys.
It's true.
One of them much older. And she has to, and you've got to you juggle so much with all of this. And then, I've said this before, but you really do try to do the right thing all the time. And that's incredible. I just think seeing you give birth to these 2 kids and raise a 3rd has been amazing. This pandemic actually brought out a side of us that we weren't willing to do. Like, I was not at all okay with Instagram videos showing us at home on a daily basis.
I showed your closet. I showed the floor of your closet.
What is going on in the closet?
Yeah, which my mother promptly cleaned up.
She did. She came over.
So the next post was, no coincidence, my dirty truck, which my father came and cleaned.
Yeah, and I'll send a picture of the sink. And, you know, his mom is one of those people, like, she comes in the house and
I could just
she
see
has
her
to
drop
clean
what
it.
she's doing and drive over
Yeah.
if she saw a dirty sink on Instagram.
Which is amazing to have a mother-in-law like that.
Yeah, she's something else.
I'm not complaining.
While the Paisleys certainly enjoyed the extra family time this past year, they are both extremely excited to get back to their day jobs.
Well, I can't wait to get back to work, back on set. I love being on a set. So that's coming in the next few months.
When this all opens, I just get chills thinking about it. The idea of looking at those people again on a stage. We're booked to play the 4th of July in Nashville, me and the band at the end of Broadway. And that ought to be a big old welcome back if we do this right. And so that's a really, really exciting moment in my mind. The idea of standing on, heck, I wouldn't care if it was a flatbed truck playing a concert for our city, saying, you know, we did it.